Good morning, everyone. Hello, and welcome back. It's the start of an amazing, whopping 9 days of streams here on DSPGaming. I hope you're excited because we got a lot in store, including continuing awesome playthroughs, trying out some new stuff, some chill extra streams, awesome returning retro vibes, and the first ever premiere of a brand new box of Pokemon cards that will arrive tomorrow. We've got a lot going on. I'm excited. I want to get you all caught up on what's going on, and I will talk all about my day off yesterday, what's going on today, and more. We'll chill, and then we're going to jump right back into Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. We got a great week ahead, a crazy long week. You know, after a few weeks that were kind of weird, and now we're getting back to normalcy, and it's going to be wild and hype and exciting. So I hope you're ready. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this week, for a brand spanking new episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Level 1! Everyone got their snacks waiting for the king. For the podcast to begin. Chat rolls fast across the screen. Trolls will be banned. We're taking a stand. Most controversial gamer since 2008. Please donate to fill the coffers. Welcome to Level 1. Level 1. We are happy where we are. Happy down at Level 1.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. It is Thursday, the 16th? Yeah, wow. The 16th of July, 2026. It doesn't feel like it, does it? We are in the midst of summer, but it doesn't feel like we're in the middle of July. It feels like we just started. For me, it's been a wild couple of weeks, as you know. My schedule's been all over the place. We've been jumping from game to game. Things going on where it's the summer. There's not a lot going on in new games, so we're kind of trying out different things for the schedule to see what sticks. We've been jumping around different kinds of TCG cards to unpack on stream. So because of that, the time is a-flying, right? How y'all doing? I hope that you're all doing well. I'm obviously feeling the summertime vibe, right? I mean, come on. I wonder if I have this. Hold on a second. Do I have this working? Well, I do, but then I got this. So how do I turn that off? What if I do this? You see, I'm feeling it. I'm here on the beach, and I'm chilling, and I'm feeling the vibe. I am, in my Tommy Vercetti cosplay, enjoying summer. I hope that you all are too. It's great, right? So, live from Miami Beach, it's the first episode of the Level 1 Podcast for the week. How's everybody? Wow, I'm coming off of a day off. I'm going to be honest with all of you, all right? It was terrible. My day off was bad. A lot went wrong, and a lot of it continued off of what had been going wrong previous in the week, which is ridiculous. So I want to talk about that and get you all caught up on what's going on. I do have some good news and updates for everybody about this week. Some good stuff that's going to happen tonight. I can't wait for tonight's late stream where we get to hang out and finish grading my retro games collection and all of that. That should be fun. And of course, I always like chilling with you guys when I play Pokemon. But what I'm hoping is that we can get back on track. We can get back to, you know, the excitement for everything that I've been doing, because it's a mix. Let's be honest. What I'm doing right now is a summertime downtime mix where there's not a lot going on. So we're doing remasters. We're playing games from the past for the, third time, because we're waiting for big new releases, and there just aren't any right now. I mean, the next new game realistically that's coming out that people will probably get hyped for is Marvel Tokon, and that full release doesn't even come out until sometime in August. So we're just kind of treading water, but it's fine. The summer has been good, right? I've had a great time hanging out with all of you every single day, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed as well. Let's do some quick shout-outs. How y'all doing? Live Will, Beer Devourer, Spirit Faves, Rewind Out Live, Mao Tremoni, Vietnamese Comrade, Tommy Vercetti, Heartbreaker, Salami Sandwich, Yandere-chan, Ravum, Freelancer. How are you all doing on YouTube? And over on Kick, we got Righteous Joseph. We've got Chill Vibes, Orange Kush, Hot Poutine, the stepmom, the stepdad, the stepson, the step uncle, the stepdog. They're all there. We got, who else? The Jason Furry fanpic 82. I think he's been banned like 100 times. Not Simpin just saying, how you doing? Who else is here? Pre-order GTA 6. That's their actual name. They're there. Romulus is there. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome to the show, and welcome to an awesome stream and an awesome week here on the channel. 9 straight freaking days of streams. I almost never stream that long, right? That's very, very unprecedented. Maybe once in a blue moon, once a year, I'll stream 9 straight days, okay? So, we're doing it. Why are we doing it? Well, because everything's been in disarray for the last month. First, we started off the month with the Indivestance Day Marathon. That was on a weird day that normally I wouldn't stream, a Saturday. Then I had a Wednesday off. Then I had another Wednesday off because of appointments and stuff. I'll actually talk about that in a second. I'll tell you about my day off yesterday, which... Not a great day, let's put it that way. Very frustrating day. But now we're going to get back to normalcy. And what I mean by that is we're getting back to relatively normal scheduling. I'm going to be here 9 days. Then my next day off is Saturday. But not this Saturday. Next Saturday. Get it? So I'm here a lot. And we're going to be doing a ton of variety this week. We're juggling all these games. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Path Tracing Mod. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. On the night streams, we got the retro games grading and pricing and chill stream tonight. We got Friday Night Fights, not once but twice. Both Fridays we'll be doing Friday Night Fights. We've got the continuation of Pal World, which we have jumped back into for the first time in 2.5 years, and we're trying to see if there's new content. So far, we haven't gotten to it yet. TCG Card Shop Sim, which I'll be honest, all right, may not really be playing Card Shop Sim that much longer. Maybe another stream or two, and then we'll be done with it. Or maybe not, because the hype for cards may be back this week with the release of Pokemon Pitch Black that's out tomorrow, and I'll have it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay? So we'll have to see. And then on top of that, I actually think what I'll do is do a stream or two that's a random night exploration. You know, we go to Steam, and you guys tell me to look for games, and I look at the game, and we see if it's good or not. Or maybe I do a little bit of gameplay or whatever, and we figure out if other things can hit the rotation or not right now. Or maybe I'll just take suggestions of things that you guys want me to try. Okay? So, it's going to be a fun week. 9 days of fun and variety and good stuff. Are there going to be cards involved? Yes, there are. Okay? All right, should we get back to the real set now? All right, hold on a second here. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. How do I get to my normal background? What is going on? There it is. Okay. Like, wait a minute. Where am I? Too many effects. Okay. So, let's talk all about the card situation and what's going on and get it out of the way. Okay? First off, tomorrow is the release in the United States of Pokemon Pitch Black. This is the brand new card set from Pokemon TCG. All right? It's English, so don't worry. It's not Japanese. People freaking out. Wait, is it Japanese? No, it's English. Okay? It's hype. It's exciting. Everyone's going to be opening these cards and checking them out. All right? Me too. Because my official order that I got through Pokemon Center arrives tomorrow. All right? Now, when does it arrive? It's supposed to arrive morning to afternoon. So it'll be perfect timing. As long as it arrives as they're saying, I'll have it for the first stream. And at the end of that first stream, we can start opening packs of Pokemon Pitch Black. I hope that they're telling the truth and they're not lying to me about when it's arriving, but it's supposed to be here tomorrow by the end of the first stream. Okay? So, here's how everything's going to work this week. First off, we only have 5 packs left of Magic Marvel cards. All right? We're on this very stream, which is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I'm opening a pack no matter what, because whenever I play Pokemon, I open a pack. Okay? Now, let's get support for today's streams. Let's finish these packs. All right? Let's get these done today. So tomorrow we are full speed ahead, 100% into Pokemon Pitch Black. All right? So, you know the deal. You know how it works. You support the streams. I shout you out. We cumulatively, calculate, and then we get pack openings per the level of support. So if we reach $100, 150, 200, 250, every $50 there's a pack. Okay? If we get someone to do a $50 contribution, that's also a pack. Okay? So with only 5 packs left, and one of them I'm already going to open on this stream. In fact, why don't we just get rid of the box, right? I don't even need the box anymore. We should finish these up today, okay? Could there be a final hit in the Marvel cards? There could be. They've been good. I had a $21 hit. It's right there. Photon. That was pretty good for this box, which isn't even an expensive box, to get a $21 hit. I'm pleased with that. And there's been a ton of hits in the box. They're just mostly very small value. But maybe there's a final hit in these final 5 packs. One will open on this stream, guaranteed. Let's get more going, okay? So, that I would like to finish today. You would think that between this Pokemon stream and tonight's chill stream where we grade my retro games, we'll finish these up. Now, if we happen to get through these, don't worry, we're not out of cards. We have the other box that we were opening. I really like these. I think that this is a nice set. It's Pokemon Stellar Miracle. Okay, it's a Japanese set. And we opened a few packs of these so far, and they're really nice looking cards. We haven't gotten too far in. I think we got maybe one hit, not even. I don't think it was a big hit if we got one. Trying to remember. I actually can't remember. I think we just had EX card, no hit. So these will be in the interim. If we do happen to finish all of these and I owe you more, we'll be doing this, okay? So that's for today. But obviously tomorrow, with the pitch black cards arriving, right away I should take these off now. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, my eyes. Now they need to adjust. With pitch black arriving tomorrow, we'll be starting to open those, all right? So, let's see what happens tomorrow with that. And hopefully people get hyped for the new box and we get to see the new cards and it'll be very exciting. Okay, now, we got a 9-day streaming week. So it stands to reason, maybe we're going to finish up with the pitch black cards within the week. Well, don't worry, because I have another box of pitch black that's on order. However, this one is from the reseller. And the reseller basically shipped it slow boat, which I'm not shocked that they did. So the reseller shipped it, and it's not coming until Tuesday. So what we will do is over the weekend, open the pitch black cards. If we happen to finish them up, we'll go back to Stellar Miracle, and then we'll swap back to pitch black once the second box arrives next week. If we happen to go through 2 boxes of pitch black in this 9-day streaming week, we'll figure it out. Whether I order something else or whatever, we'll see. But I'm thinking probably it's going to take a bit to get through 2 full English boxes. Keep in mind, the English boxes have 36 packs in each box, so it's going to take a bit to get through them, okay? So that's what's going on with cards. Yes, we still have the Ascended Heroes cards for the big support. We have all that stuff going on, okay? Now, I just want to make it clear. The way I've been doing this now, because you requested it, the pack openings are separate videos called DSP Pack Rips. We do them when there's an episode that's worth doing. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, on this stream, only 1 pack is going to be opened. Well, then I'm going to save it. I'm not going to just do it now because the video will be like 3 minutes long. It'll be incredibly boring. No one's going to watch it. People want to see some significant meat and heft to the video. So what we'll do is wait until there's more packs to be opened from another stream, and we'll combine them all and do one video where we open all the packs, okay? So, the thing is, if there's enough packs to open, let's say there's 2 or more, then I'll do a video. So, if people support the stream and we earn 2 packs on this stream, we'll do it right at the tail end of this particular stream before I go on my break in the middle of the day, okay? So that's how it works. And that's, some people have been freaking out and say, oh, why would he hold off? Do you really want to watch a video that's like 3 minutes long and I open 5 cards? Wow. Not exactly that exciting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're doing it like that, all right? So that's what's going on with cards this week. I don't really want to keep going on and on about cards because that's what's happening behind the scenes with that. I want to talk about what we're actually going to be doing this week because there's some fun stuff going on. And then what we'll do is we'll talk about my day off yesterday. And then we'll do Q&A and then we'll jump into Pokemon. Okay? Cool. So this week, great variety of stuff going on. Today, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond continues. We actually just beat the Water-type gym and we cleared out those Psyducks that were blocking the path north. So now we're going north and we're going to be exploring that area and seeing what happens there. Okay? Then tonight, it's a very exciting stream tonight, but it's also very chill. Tonight, we're going to be looking at and grading the final games in my retro games collection, including Sega CD, 32X, and 32X CD. We're going to be seeing the value and, you know, cataloging them. Then what I'd like to do is actually look at the games that have the highest value and say, I want to protect these. So I'm going to look online with you. We're going to do it together. We're going to see, are there protectors and things you can get for these games for SNES, NES? Because there may be like a case that you could put retro games in for storage purposes. I want to see what they got. Maybe they got some really nice storage stuff. You know, I got great storage stuff for cards. You would think they have it for games too. But I'm sure you got to order it special because they probably designed it for the shape of the cartridges and things like that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. It should be a fun chill stream tonight. If you liked the last week's stream where we did this, it's exactly the same kind of a deal. It should be a nice chill, one-off, late-night chill stream. And hopefully we'll also open some cards. It'd be a perfect time to do it. So we'll see how that goes tonight, okay? Tomorrow, we return to Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. And that's going to be the first time that we're going to have the Pokemon Pitch Black cards to open. So far, Resynced has been great, and now we just got to the open world part of the game. So we'll probably start doing open world content, exploring, doing optional stuff, and do a little bit of story. We'll see. Friday Night Fights returns tomorrow night. I'm excited for that. Retro fighting games. We're going to see if we can find that guy, Frank Dukes, who we had played last week in Hyper Fighting. He's really good Zangief player, and if he's in Super Turbo, that'd be awesome. We'll see if he's around. If not, you know, we'll see what's available to play and go from there. Saturday, the return of Dark Souls 2 Path Tracing Run. Last stream was outstanding, right? We made tons and tons of progress. We got through the entire poison area, and now we've actually unlocked the Iron Keep, which is very tough in this game. The Scholar of the First Sin version of this game's Iron Keep is ridiculously hard. Okay, it just is, I remember. And, excuse me, we have to backtrack because I know I missed some stuff in the poison area. I'm almost positive there's like an Estus flask in that area that we should get. So that's going to be a great stream. And then Saturday night, I believe it's the return of TCG. Yes, TCG on Saturday night. And this is when we're going to see how TCG works and if we're going to keep playing it for longer or not. We may or may not play it at length, depending on if you guys still like it. It seemed to do really well last time we played it. So let's see, okay? And then we're going to continue on with that variety. Now, later on in the week, by the way, there will be more Pal World this week as well because we did 2 streams of it. I want to keep going and see if it'll work. Later this week on a night stream, we're going to do some Steam stuff, right? We're going to jump into Steam. You guys are going to suggest games. I'll check them out. We'll probably play a few different games and see what's good and see if there's a new game for the rotation because in truth, we do kind of need something new for the rotation. The next new thing I'm playing, I believe it's on the 24th. Let me check that. Yeah, on July 24th, it is Marvel Tokon's open beta. So I'm interested in checking that out because it's free and open. You know, I'll play that. And then on the 28th is Halo Campaign Evolved. But that's still weeks away. You know what I mean? Like, that's over a week away. So we have this entire 9-day string to go through the games we're playing, enjoy, maybe find a new game, do some chill vibe streams like we're doing tonight. It should be a good week of summertime fun before we get to the new stuff, okay? So I'm excited for all of that. I hope you are too. DSP Tries It. I think we can all agree last week was an utter disaster. I tried to do DSP Tries It 2 days ago on Tuesday, and Firehouse Subs gave me the wrong sandwich. So I couldn't really do DSP Tries It. I mean, I still filmed it, and I still uploaded it, but it's just not a good episode. It's the wrong sandwich. It's soaking wet, because I think the person who ordered it said they wanted extra dressing on it. It was freaking disgusting. Okay? So the question is, what would you guys like to see me do for DSP Tries It coming up next week? Okay, I'm all ears what you would want me to do, and I'm willing to do whatever if you have good suggestions. I will ask you for suggestions in a minute. Maybe, you know, I would love to hear if there's things I should look it up and see, hey, you know, what should I do? I don't know about anything new going on right now, but maybe you guys know about some new things to try for DSP Tries It. I'll be honest, if not, then I'm not going to do it. You know, if there's interesting stuff to do for DSP Tries It and everyone's like, oh, this is exciting, right? Then I'll do it. But if there's nothing to do, then I don't have to force myself to do it. You know, it's just a fun thing I like to do for variety, but it's not necessary. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you have ideas, please suggest them in chat. We'll do some Q&A in a little bit, and I'll take your suggestions, and we'll go from there. But we don't have to do it. If we skip it this week, we skip it. It's fine. Okay? So we'll see about that. And outside of that, this should be a great week. I'm actually very excited for this week. I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we get some momentum back. Because last week was great until the very end. Last week we had insane momentum. Every stream was popping. We were going good. We were opening a ton of the Marvel cards. Everything was great. And then all of a sudden at the end, at the end of the week, all of a sudden, we just sputtered and like, you know, slowed down. We had an Assassin's Creed stream that was fine. We didn't open 2 packs, but still it was okay. But then we had a Dark Souls stream that was the least supported Dark Souls stream I think I've done in ages, which I didn't understand. And then the Pal World stream, again, just did okay. So I'm hoping that we can get that momentum back. I really want to finish these Marvel cards today. All right? At the very least, that's what I'm looking to do. Let's finish these Marvel cards off so we can get back to Pokemon full speed ahead tomorrow. Will we ever go back to Magic cards? We might. I will say this, too. I researched these One Piece cards that you guys have been talking about recently. Okay? So people have been saying, would you ever open One Piece cards since you've played One Piece, you've watched One Piece? And I was like, I'll look into it. I did look into it. The One Piece cards are literally the biggest ripoff in all of TCG. Why do I say that? The boxes are expensive, but the cards inside are not valuable. Like, there's a box, these boxes of One Piece cards go for hundreds of dollars. The highest value card in the box is $20. To give you perspective, the Magic the Gathering box of Marvel cards has cards up to $100, and the box costs $100. Okay? The One Piece cards don't make sense at all. Like, I looked into it, I researched, I was like, why are they so expensive? I'm thinking, oh, there's probably big hits. And no, not at all. They're literally, people are letting themselves be ripped off paying that much in the reseller market because the value's not there. There's not even, there's like, the last 10 boxes of One Piece cards literally are valueless. There's nothing good in them. So why are people paying $300 a box? At least with the Pokemon cards, there's good hits in there. You could get a hit that's valuable. I know, because look, I got some of them. You know? But the One Piece, it doesn't even exist. I'm scratching my head. Why on earth would anyone pay that much in the reseller market? It doesn't make sense at all. Why is it a hot thing? Why is everyone saying, ooh, One Piece cards are hot? I don't know. It doesn't make logical sense. It just, to me, it's like, maybe it's just hype, because TCG is so hot right now, so everyone just likes everything. But there's nothing to be said there about the value. If those boxes were $100, $150, I'd be like, yeah, maybe. No, they're selling for like $300. For what? There's nothing in the box. So, anyway. Yeah, for me, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think we're going to be doing One Piece. Unless that market changes, I think people are just getting ripped off and are just too gullible to pay that much. It's ridiculous. I don't know what else to say about that. By the way, Spirit Face, thank you for the $2 super chat. That's our first contribution of the week, and he says, hype for Pokemon. I appreciate that, Spirit Face. So let's go. Let's get some momentum for the stream. Let's get our first super sticker of the day. Let's get our first membership of the day. Let's get a sub. Let's get some kicks, and let's get our first tip of the day, right? Let's get a little bit of everything. Get that variety moving so we can get towards our first pack opening. We already have one on the stream, but let's go to the first new ones so that we can get all these Marvel packs done with and get back to Pokemon. Okay? Thank you. Vassal says, I found an old demonic tutor from MTG Alpha a few days ago. I thought of you. I have no idea what any of that means, but thanks, Vassal. A demonic tutor? I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, what I'd like to do, I'd like to talk about a few quick things. So someone is saying Pal World has a card game. I've heard of this, that Pal World, which just had its 1.0 release, apparently is going to be doing their own TCG at the end of this month. I mean, that's interesting, but I don't know if I'm really interested. I just started playing Pal World. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really into Pal World. I just started playing it. I don't even know if I'm going to play it at length. It's very possible if I bought that box of cards, I might be done with Pal World by then. You know? In which case, what do I want to open the cards for? Right? So what I would say is, I'm not against it. Let's see what happens. Let's play Pal World for the month. Let's see if it stays in the rotation. If by the end of the month we're still playing it and liking it, then maybe I would consider getting the box of cards. But for now, this week, it's Pokemon Mania with the Pokemon Pitch Black stuff. Okay? Okay. So, yesterday was my day off. You know what I've been telling you guys? I need to get back on track into the regular schedule. I need to start having normal weeks again. These last few weeks have been rough. Okay? So, last week, my day off sucked ass. I had to get up ultra early for an appointment, And the rest of the day, I was just stressed out and tired. This week, once again, had tons of appointments and things that I had to do during the day. I was driving all over the place for half the day. It was hot as hell. It was 90 degrees outside yesterday. So I'm driving around with my wife, and we are sweating, and we're like, this sucks. Why is it so goddamn hot? Like, oh, yeah, it's summer. Shit. You know, what can you do? In summer, it's going to be hot, and it just sucks that the day off had to be on that day. And let me just put it this way. Very frustrating day. Go to the grocery store. A lot of stuff that we need, they don't even have. Why not? It's a Wednesday. Why would you be out of stock? It's not even like a busy shopping time of the week. That's frustrating, okay? We're out and about. We're trying to get our stuff done. Very frustrating. My wife was in a very bad mood. I don't blame her because she had worked a big string of days, and then we had our day off, which really wasn't a day off because we had to do a ton of errands, right? So we're driving around this heat. It's not comfortable at all. And basically, I didn't even get, like, my plans was I was going to try to go to a tabletop gaming store and see if they had cards. Like someone had suggested, those kind of stores have cards. Who was it? I think it was Stalking Tiger. No, basically my wife was like, I don't feel good at all. Like, I just want to go home. I'm like, all right, fine, I understand. So we didn't do it. Basically, we did our appointments and flew around. We did one shopping trip to Trader Joe's because that was along the way that we were going. And basically, we stopped at Trader Joe's. And last time that we had gone to Trader Joe's, which was several months ago, okay, they had a lot of good stuff. They actually had shrimp burgers. Unique, right? Yeah, sounds unique. And it is. They were delicious. We bought one pack of them. We ate them. We thought they were great. Okay, now that we know we like them, when we go back to Trader Joe's, we'll get them. They don't have them anymore. Oh. We also got these amazingly delicious marinated chicken skewers. They taste like Mediterranean food. They're really good seasoned. They don't look it. They look plain. You eat them. They're delicious. Wow. Cool. We tried them. Let's get them. You know, now that we even have the freezer in the garage where we can mass store proteins. Let's buy a ton of them. They don't have them anymore. So all the things that we had bought that we liked, and the reason we went to Trader Joe's, they didn't have them anymore. They just stopped stocking them. They don't sell them now. Oh, great. We bought like one thing, the Kung Pao chicken. It's a frozen meal. We like that. It's easy to make. It's cheap. It's a really good tasty meal. It's not even fried. It's just sauteed, chicken meat with like veggies and peanuts and stuff. It's very good for you. It's tasty. We got a bunch of that. That was it. There was nothing else to get. All the shit that we wanted that was good, that we liked, they didn't have anymore. They're like, we just don't carry it. Oh. So that's frustrating. We didn't go to the cards. Like I said, we didn't go to the tabletop gaming store because we went right home. So then it's time for dinner, right? We're like, man, we're hungry. What haven't we had in a long time? And my wife's like, dim sum. We haven't had dim sum in a long time. Like, she's right. Let's order some dumplings. So we order 3 kinds of dumplings from our favorite dim sum place. We get shrimp and chive dumplings, steamed. We get, they're called Shanghai dumplings. They're soup dumplings. So they're little ones with little pork in the middle, but they're full of soup, like a broth. So you bite into them, like, a mouthful of like soup. It's delicious, right? So we got those. And then the third order we got was chicken shumai. Okay, another steamed dumpling type. All right? So the food arrives, and we start opening it up. We go, oh, nice. Here's the shrimp and chive. Here's the soup dumplings. And then what the hell's this? You're not going to believe it. 2 days in a row, I ordered food. They gave us the wrong food again. I just said this. Did I not just say this on Tuesday when Firehouse Subs gave me the wrong sub, right? I said, it's not just one business out here anymore. It's like every business this is happening to. I don't understand it. Either they're all understaffed or they're just no one checks anymore. The quality of service has gone way, way down here where I live in the Seattle area. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter what you order. It's all fucking wrong. All right? I couldn't even tell you. I told you the breakfast place that I order from. 3 times in a row we ordered from them. They got my order wrong. Then I ordered Firehouse Subs, wrong sub. Then we ordered dim sum, wrong fucking dim sum. And on top of that, it's one that I can't really eat. It's pork. It's barbecue pork. Steamed bun. I'm like, what? Barbecue pork? That's not even authentic. That's like an Americanized dim sum for Americans who don't want to eat the real thing. So I'm like, oh, I basically ate one. Like I ripped the side off. I ate some of the pork out of the middle. It was like sweet. It was like sweet pork, like American barbecue inside of a steamed bun. Who the hell wants that from a dim sum place? Oh, so That sucked, you know? Seriously, that sucked. So it's, all right, so it's the end of the night, all right? And my wife and I are so exhausted from this day that was very frustrating. And I said, honey, tonight is my idea. I take the blame for this one. I say, honey, tonight will be the perfect night. It's a hot summer night. Let's get some ice cream. We haven't had ice cream in a very long time. Let's order some ice cream to treat ourselves because we've had a bad day. And she says, that's a great idea. So we order ice cream. It's melted. It comes melted. I'm not kidding. It arrived melted. I take the blame for that. I ordered ice cream on a hot summer day expecting that it would show up intact. It was completely melted. All right? That's pretty stupid. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Right? That was my fault. That one I take the blame. I don't take the blame for the dim sum. I don't take the blame for the freaking sandwich the day before. I take the blame for the ice cream. That was really dumb. Anyway, so that was my day off yesterday was just like frustration, stress, heat, not getting to do anything fun. I was hoping, I'm going to get all this stuff from Trader Joe's. They don't have any of it. Oh, I'm going to go to the tabletop place. I'm going to get some cards in person for retail price. Can't do that. You know, too tired, too busy. And then the food's all messed up. All day, it's like, oh my God. Just can't win. I just can't win. What a day. You know? So honestly, this is what I mean. Like, I'm working all week, and I get my day off. My day off is frustrating as shit. Like, what the hell, man? I just want to... and then on top of that, for the record, just so everyone knows, all the detractors have been trying to mass flag this channel. They've been false reporting the channel for absolute nonsense for a week now, since, you know, the restreamer got banned. They're so pissed at me because I'm successful, and, you know, they're basically down in the trenches, you know, sucking right now. So they're so angry. Phil's doing good. We're mad at Phil. So they're false flagging the channel like crazy. Nothing's happening. Because you're false flagging. I don't break YouTube's terms of service. I don't do anything wrong. I've been here for 18 fucking years. I don't have any strikes against me ever. Because I don't do anything wrong. You can't get me for shit I don't do, stupid. Anyway. So, it is what it is. It was a crappy day. I'm back. I'm hoping that we have 9 good days. Like, seriously, I want to have 9 days of awesome streams, chill vibes and fun with all of you, having a great time. I'm hoping we bounce back together. And now we can just relax and do some good summertime stuff. And then what I want is that when I have my next day off, it's back on track. It's on the normal Saturday that I have off. It's a normal day, and I can get back on track. It's just been chaotic. This entire July up to now has just been chaos and stress and weird stuff. So I want to get back. Let's do it. Let's get back on track. Okay? Okay, so James did a €2 super chat. He says, Pal World 12 deck box is $50. Rares and full arts are in it. So how do you get this? I'm just curious, James. Like what is the availability of the box? Where are you buying it from? Can you buy it directly, you know, for the real price? Are the resellers already selling it out? How does this work exactly? Let me know. Oh, by the way, you're the top super chatter. I'll get you on the leaderboard. James, that's 229. I'd like to look at it at least. And at least see what the heck it is. Okay. No idea. Wait a minute. How did you get the information if you have no idea? What? Where do I buy Pal World cards from for like regular price? Not here. Let me see if I just... search in general. What are these websites? Game Nerds? I've never heard of this before. Power World official game. Game Nerds, Flipside Gaming, and eBay are the 3 places that are offering it. I've never heard of Game Nerds before. I clicked on it and it fucking went to a different website. Great. What is this? Pre-order now. All right, I may look into it. Just to see what it is. But again, we may not even be playing Pal World by then. You know what I'm saying? What if I buy the box? It shows up, no one cares. Like, what do I do with this now? I'm okay. It's cheap. I mean, it's only 12 packs. So it's not a lot of packs. The boxes that I buy are 30 or 36 packs. You know, this is a very few packs, but it's also not expensive. So, all right, maybe I'll look into it. So Mativa did 2 super chats for $2. First he said support Pal World box, and he said pre-order now. I might. I can't do that. I don't have any payment stuff here to put into the site. Maybe I'll pre-order it, and maybe I'll do it later today. Thank you, Mativa, for $4 in super chats. I appreciate that. Okay. Someone tipped $1.25 and said, you say you woke up ultra early. What's early for me? What was it, 5:30 in the morning? Yeah, we had appointments at so early I had to get up at like 5:30 in the morning. Last Wednesday. Not yesterday, but the Wednesday before. And keep in mind, that's supposed to be my day off. When people have a day off from work, that's the day when they relax, they sleep in. Not me. That's what I mean. Like, that's not, it should be, but it never is. It's always the day I'm running around doing a million things. So it's the opposite. I'm actually getting more stressed and I have to get up early. You know? What's up, Jade? How you doing? I'll see you tonight. Sounds good. Yeah, tonight's stream should be great. Grading the games and everything tonight should be awesome. All right, James just did €2. He said, now this is $8 going toward the Pal World box. Well, thank you, James. I guess you guys want to see the Pal World cards, huh? They're not expensive. I'll probably pre-order them today then. I'll go have to get my payment stuff. Yeah. Someone tipped me $2 saying someone else is restreaming me, you know, and they say, what's your thoughts on why trolls persist rather than getting a girlfriend or life? Because they can't, because they're losers. If they could, they would. You have to understand that. Like, if they could, they would. If they actually could do better things for themselves, they would. But here's the sad fact, is they actually could, they just don't know it. They basically submitted to an always online loser-like culture. What's happened is, in the modern era, this last generation of humans have grown up in a generation where everything has always been online. So to them, they think that's the end-all, be-all of human existence. They're wrong. In fact, they couldn't be further from the truth. What's more important than anything online is what's around you physically right now. It's way more important. Like, this water here is way more important than what's broadcasting, because this water keeps me alive. Spending time with my wife is way more important to me than being on the internet playing video games. You know what I mean? And it should be. But these people don't have that. They literally don't have friends. They don't have jobs. They don't have relationships. They don't have anything. They just sit online all day. A moment that they don't have a phone in front of them or the internet in front of them, it's like, oh, I can't take it. Because their whole life has been plugged in. It's like the fucking Matrix. Quite frankly, life for these people has become like the Matrix. Okay? So, why are they endlessly trying to A-log me and do stuff? Because they're insanely mad that I'm successful and they're not. And they can't stand it. They just, you know, so now we got to try to do everything we can to make fun of him or whatever. No, you're a loser. If you would spend time on you rather than me, your life could be successful. I know, because I used to be in those same shoes. In my 20s, I was one of these A-logging trolls in the fighting game community. And I spent all my time jealous of others, sitting on the internet, trolling people. And one day I had this epiphany that actually doing things for myself, that actually getting good at games, actually running tournaments, actually being productive in the FGC was much better than all the harmful trolling I had done up to then. And I had a complete change of attitude and flip. And lo and behold, things got better for me, you know? And now here I am, making positive content, enjoying life, rather than sitting around being a miserable wretch trying to bring down others, and I'm doing well. But that's the problem, is that these people don't understand that. They actually think that the online existence is important, and they're so mad because they don't have anything in real life, so let's bring down others. Like, no, that's the worst kind of existence you can have. The problem is, they look up to the wrong people, right? They look at these idiots who are just spurging losers on the internet, Pied Pipers of loserdom, and they think that these people are who they want to be. And it's not. Like, you shouldn't ever aspire to be people like them. They're toxic, harmful individuals who are ruining the internet, but, you know, that's who you look up to. The drama creators and shit are not good people. They're scum. All they care about is your money. And they get it, because you're gullible and you're stupid. So you keep feeding them and you think, oh, that's how I want to be. No, no one should want to grow up to be a drama creator, an influencer. No, you should aspire to be a good person in real life who has friends and family and meaningful things to do, because that's more important and more productive than anything you could ever do trolling people on the fucking internet. But they're too dumb to figure that out, because, again, they grew up in a culture that taught them the wrong things. Some of these people, or most of these people, literally have no friend groups. They just sit online with hate groups. That's awful. I mean, what a terrible existence. I just sit online all day hating. Like, that's so bad. Anyway, that's what's going on, and that's why they're never going to go away, because they're just losers. Okay. Someone tipped $3, said a bunch of nonsense. Thanks for $3, nonsensical person. I'm not even going to address it, because I could just, you know, respond to what they're saying. But the point is, they don't actually want me to respond logically, because if I do, they don't care. They just want to try to get a response out of me, so fuck them. Big Juicy Turds, how you doing, man? Thanks for $5. He says, it's the return of Big JT. Let's get you an animation. Yeah, we haven't seen Big JT in a bit. It's good to see you. Let's get you on the leaderboard and see what else he has to say. He says, hope you're enjoying Thursday. I am. So far, so good. So far, my Thursday is good. We're chilling. We're having a good time, right? Good stuff. Okay. Yak Almighty says, you make dating advice videos for detractors so they have a girlfriend and stop trolling me. That's the thing. They would never take advice from me. I've given very good advice on this channel about diet and health and things. They laugh at it and think that, oh, Phil doesn't know anything. He's on Ozempic. He didn't actually lose weight and get healthy. You know what I mean? This muscle on my arm right now that you can see bulging out of my bicep isn't real. Oh, there's a filter on the camera to say that this arm isn't real. Like, no, it's a real fucking arm. I work out. I lost a ton of weight. I'm doing good for myself. Not real. No. They won't. The advice will go on deaf ears because these people are so ignorant. Instead, they watch, you know, the 500-pound guy ringing the fucking dinner bell and the guy who can't even speak because he's fucking lisping because he's on so much crack. Those are the guys that they look up to, you know? So you can't help them. All right. Anyway, so this week, it's going to be a great week. I'm excited. Thank you for the early support, by the way, to everyone who just supported. That's very nice of you. Thank you to getting us some early momentum towards, pack openings. Please, let's keep that going on this stream. Let's keep that momentum rolling so we can finish off these Marvel cards today and get to the new Pokemon cards tomorrow. Great content, right? Great content, great stuff coming. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. And let's go. Let's see what's on your mind. Tag me in the chat, and let's see what you guys want to talk about. I will keep the Pal World screen open and probably pre-order a box of those later today. Tim the Tool says, can you check out Roguemon? A really fun roguelike mod of Pokemon Fire Red. Well, first of all, I don't even know how I would do that. It's a mod of Fire Red. So first I'd have to look into emulation. Then I have to look into modding. I'm not really into that stuff, you know? And I don't think that we're going to be doing that right now anyway, considering the fact we just played Fire Red. Have I considered training in martial arts or like Kung Fu? No, I have not. Of course, Yuck Almighty, again, it's what I said. No matter what I do, it's not good enough for these online trolls, right? The point is, these people were never actually criticizing me at all. They were trolling me. There's a difference. Criticism is, man, we really wish Phil would improve, and if he does good for him, we'll be happy for him. Trolling is, we just say everything you do is wrong no matter what. It's always wrong, because we just don't like you, right? That's the difference. So for all those years, when people were saying to me, you're fat, you're lazy, you know, all of that, your quality on your streams is terrible. Your gameplay commentary is awful. Your gameplay skill level is awful. You're fat. You're unhealthy. You're doing all the wrong things. So what's happened in the last 5 years? I've literally completely changed everything, right? The stream quality, exceptionally good. In fact, better than a lot of other streamers these days, quite frankly. My quality is actually better than I probably should have, right? For the amount of actual attention I get, my streams look so much better than probably they deserve. With their level of equipment, the visuals, audio, music playing now, the quality of the gameplay, background removal, all that, the lighting, everything is great, right? Top of the line equipment, using gaming keyboards and mice and freaking top of the line controller for the PC. PC's running everything at high-end graphics. I'm streaming at 1440p. You know, everything's great. Me! Completely changed me. Commentary on my videos, completely different now. Way better. Not sexual commentary, not racist commentary, not bullshit. It's actually just actual observational commentary and interacting with my audience in a positive way. Having actual feedback and criticism that I take and I improve as much as I can. Just last week, I heard your feedback saying the animations are intrusive, they're too big, they're too loud. Change them. Your webcam's too big. Shrunk it. Doing everything directly responsive to my audience because I appreciate them so much, right? Myself, look. Completely lost all of the weight. Got healthy, working out constantly. Better diet, right? Got phased out all sugary drinks, all bullshit, drinking water all day. Eating high protein, low fat, low carb meals. Getting muscles. Oh, no, it's all bad. Phil, everything you've done is bad. You're still the worst streamer on the internet. The fuck are you talking about? I literally did every single thing that people criticized me for. I flipped and changed for the better. You're still terrible. Okay, well, fuck you then. I don't care. Your opinion is irrelevant if it's not based on any criteria where there could be some success. Do you get it? That it's not an opinion anymore. It's just hate. It's just vitriol. It's just jealousy. Because now you see how well I'm doing and you're pissed. Damn, why is Phil doing so good? That sucks. I've been gone for a while. I come back. Why is Phil fucking succeeding? Why does he look so good? Because I worked hard. That's why. Because I worked hard. 18 fucking years of busting my ass to make this work. And finally got to the point where I'm bulletproof, right? None of these fuckers, nothing they say and do affects me whatsoever. They're all irrelevant. It doesn't matter what they do in their own circles of retardation and dumb mental illness and these idiots who throw the money. I'm still good. They can't hurt me. So I just cruise along successful no matter what. And the sooner the internet realizes that, the better. But the problem is, that's the thing. When you live eternally online with a group that all circle jerks each other into believing nonsense, then you think that you're on some kind of a weird holy crusade against some guy who doesn't affect you in the least, and all you do is obsess over their success because you have none in your own real life. So now here you are miserable, sitting around on my stream. You're so upset that I'm doing well because your idols are gone for 2 weeks because they went on a 2-week paid vacation because you paid them to go on it because you're fucking stupid. Because if you made them work, they wouldn't be on vacation, you stupid fox. But that's what you don't understand because you're so dumb. I look at my kick chat right now and 90% of these people are brain dead stupid. It's the casino fans are so dumb. I've said it for a fucking straight year. When you line their pockets with money, they will take advantage of you constantly. That's exactly what they do. Nothing they say or do has any weight or meaning or merit. None of it means anything. It's all fluff for dumb people, and then you give them money for it. So now they're not here for 2 weeks. Now you're upset. You're bored. That's your fault. How do you not understand that? When you reward me with contributions, what do? I improve everything. I get more things that you want me to do on stream. Different kinds of cards, different kinds of... Just this moment, people are like, will you get Pal World cards? Yeah, you know what? I probably will because you're asking for it, right? I'll do that for you. I immediately reinvest and give you what you want. What do? They go on fucking vacation. Again and again and again. And you still give them money because you're that stupid. You can't make it up how dumb you people are who support that kind of crap. And it's not just them, because there's tons of creators just like them who milk you. And you are so gullible, right? Here, you want me to make tutorials on live? Here's your biggest tutorial. Stop fucking watching toxic people. They don't care about you. All they care about is your wallet and the money you give them. And the more you give them, the more they will exploit you. The more they will milk you, and then they'll be successful in spite of your stupidity, right? In fact, they depend on it for you to keep lining their pockets so they can go on vacations and not provide you content. Why are you so stupid? Do you see the difference? You support me, I actually give you what you want. You support them, they go away. It's not rocket science, but you're that dumb. Like, holy shit. Anyway, Bilbo Swaggins, thanks for 500 kicks. He says, previously you said you deleted all your mobile games. Can you prove that by showing your phone screen? No, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not showing you anything in my personal life. You don't have any ownership of it, nor do you have a right to see it. At all. You're lucky I even do this to show you I have a phone. You know? I don't have to show you shit. But thanks for 500 kicks. Biggest kicks of the day. Thank you for that. Actually, only kicks of the day. So thank you for that. Yeah, Cracker Jacks, the kick stuff has been bad recently. It has. Like, the kick stuff has been absolutely 100% over the top levels of trolling recently. The trolls are so upset with me because of the W's I've been getting. The fact that we unfroze YouTube chat is number one. They're so upset about that because they thought that was going to be something that was going to last and screw with me, and it didn't. And then the biggest restreamer of my content illegally restreaming me, getting banned from YouTube and being told not to do it on Kick. They can't stand that. Like, whenever I get a win, they can't stand it. So then they erupt in anger. And now Kino Casino's on vacation, so they have nothing else to watch. So they're just sitting there in chat, spamming nonsense constantly and being very upset. They're very, very disturbed individuals. They, like I said, they really do need help, but they probably don't have anyone in their lives that care about them to tell them that they need intervention and stop being always online losers. They just don't get it. That's the sad fact. These people need help. Why do we have so many people on Earth who have no friends and family who tell them what you're doing is very unhealthy? Your behavior is actually quite sickening and disturbing, and you need to get a life. No one tells them this. No one intervenes. They just let them continue on with this weird existence of just online hate all the time, 24/7. Like, what is wrong with you? No, it's all good, because Cracker Jacks is apologizing now. He's like, I didn't realize how bad it was over there. The Kick stuff, it's been out of control. It's been like almost 2 weeks now, where the Kick chat's just nonstop toxic spam. And it's to the point where, well, first of all, one of the moderators became one of them, and I got rid of him. The other moderator unbanned him, so I got rid of him, because obviously he's part of it too. And then it's like, there's no moderators in there. So it just goes nonstop like this, like flying toxic insults. And like, what a bunch of losers, you know? Plus, I get paid for it, which is hilarious that I get paid for them to be stupid, you know? Oh, let's see here. By the way, shout out to Nathan Smith, 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Nathan. Battle Duck had an interesting question. I'm going to answer that, because I've answered this before, and I think people don't understand. Not Battle Duck. What am I doing? I'm going to answer Battle Duck's question. It was Nathan who just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Nathan, for the 5 gifted memberships. That gets us to 41 of support. So this is excellent. Good momentum, guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep it going. Let's get to 100 of support on the podcast, so we guarantee another pack opening on this stream. Let's go. Thank you guys for that. You guys are awesome. So, Battle Duck asked a legitimate question. He says, what would it take for you to go on vacation? Because you never go on vacation, right? What would it take for us, like, even if we were to pay you? He even just said that. He says, if we were to all get together and pay you to go on a vacation, right? What would it take? Here's the answer. It's not money. That's the thing. It's not money. It's a lifestyle situation. So very quickly, I'll tell a summarized, series of events here. All right. I've been with my wife, Kat, since 2017. Well, she moved in with me in 2018. Okay. When we got together, I was in a really bad financial situation. All right. To the point where it didn't look like I was ever going to get out of it. It looked like, man, for the rest of my life, I may be in the doldrums here. I may be stuck, broke, because I made horrible decisions. Okay. Admittedly. And at that point, we were like, well, we were in love and we wanted to get married and stuff. And we had to make a bunch of tough decisions. Like, instead of having a real wedding, basically just going to my parents' house and having a wedding in the hallway because we didn't have any money. You know what I mean? That's basically what we were doing. We were just trying to get by. And, it sucked, but what are you going to do? But at that time, we made a series of decisions based on what was going on. Meaning, we didn't think things were going to turn around. I didn't think that I was actually going to start doing well for myself and things were going to improve to the point that they have at all. Like, I literally thought I was going to be stuck there forever. We believed that. So we made a series of life decisions, like getting a needy cat. You know what I'm saying? And the cat that if we were to leave him, he's going to get traumatized. So the thing is, we talk about this stuff all the time. That's one of many things, for the record, okay? That's one of many things. That's the thing I publicly talk about. But there's other things going on, too, that basically we're not in a position right now where we'd be able to go on a vacation. Let's just put it that way, all right? Without revealing too much, because, if I tell you any personal or private shit, people will blow it up on the internet and be toxic jerks about it. I can't tell you personal stuff. But I'm in a situation where essentially I can't go on a vacation right now. It's not money. Like, you could literally throw unlimited money at me right now. I still can't go on vacation. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And you might say, well, what is it? Well, I can't tell you. It's personal stuff going on, all right? But eventually, we are going to get to a point where we are going to be able to go on a vacation, all right? We are talking about it. What would we want to do? What kind of stuff would we like to do? Because, our life situation and the things that we like and want to do have changed a lot, to the point where, like, for example, we used to talk about going to Japan. We no longer want to go to Japan at all. We found more out about Japan that it's a very tourist-trappy, insanely expensive, tons of people. Nah, we don't want to do that. Especially with the life situation we're in now, we'd much rather try to find something we can do that's more relaxing. And we talked about various different things to do. Am I going to tell you what they are? No. Not until we get to the point where maybe we can really do them. Then we'll consider them. But, like, there's a few ideas we have of places we want to go. Things we want to do. And we're talking about it, making it happen. You know what I mean? We would love to do it. Because here's the thing. We've done a bunch of improvements to the house this year, right? We got a den across the hallway set up where we relax all the time. It's a really nice room. We got an exercise room set up that we work out in every day. We got a freezer now in the garage. We're going to clean the garage soon. That's our next project. Clean out our garage, maybe repurpose it and use it for stuff. We've done a lot of that stuff. But we're getting to the point now where it's like the only other stuff we could do is like very expensive. Like, we want to renovate the kitchen. The kitchen is falling apart. It really is. Like, this is a house from the 90s. Cabinets are shitty fiberboard and stuff. We want to renovate that. But it's too expensive. We might do it eventually, but that's something for down the line. What we want to do is we actually want to go and do some travel and have some fun together, which we should do. Now we're healthy. You should see, she lost so much weight. I lost so much weight. We're very healthy right now. We're like, now is the time that we can go enjoy ourselves, because we're the age where we can actually enjoy it, not be tired and everything. You know what I mean? But we're just not in the life situation to do it, and it sucks. It would be perfect if we were. We're not. We're kind of stuck right now. Eventually, we are going to get to that point where we can do that stuff. We're already talking about it and planning it, but that's what I mean. I know. Should we be, going on vacation and enjoying life? Yeah, we should, but it's just not possible right now. It will be, though. It will. We know that's the thing. Like, now we know to have a positive attitude, because previously it was all kind of negative. It was like, we're never going to get better. Nothing's going to improve. So let's just do things based on that. And now we're kind of stuck in that, we're stuck at home mode, because we thought we were going to be stuck at home forever. So we did things that stuck us at home. You see what I'm saying? So again, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry that I can't explain it better. I wish I could. But again, I can't be telling stuff publicly on the internet with these a bunch of A-loggers who stalk me and constantly want to be in my business. You know what I mean? No, I've never been on a cruise, Jamal Brown. We've done some research about cruises. We have. We looked into them. I'll say this, okay? I will say this. Cruises look good on paper and can be fun, but a lot of cruises are over expensive tourist trap things. And when you actually look at it at face value, you're like, what the hell? Like, for example, a lot of these cruises, you pay to get on the ship, but then if you want the good stuff, you got to pay again. Like, wait, what? Yeah, you already paid to get on the ship, but now if you want the good meal at the good restaurant, that's additional. That's not included. Well, what's included? Oh, the buffet. You know, the buffet that's the quality of Old Country buffet that you could go to right now down the street. Then what did I pay for? Oh, to just get on the ship. Oh, then you get off the ship and you're on some island, right? You're in Tahiti or something. Okay, cool. But you're not actually in Tahiti. You're in the tourist Tahiti. Where you're like, oh, let's get dinner in Tahiti. What is there? Margaritaville? McDonald's? What the fuck is this? I could have done this at home. Why did I come on the cruise? And then even if you go to some of these meals, like, oh, group meal. You're stuck at a table with other people. You have to hang out with them and talk with them. But who are they? I don't know. But you're stuck with them. Well, what if they're obnoxious and we don't like them? Oh, well, enjoy your cruise. What? So, you know, you think about, I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think I want to spend an insane amount of money to go do a bunch of tourist trappy stuff, not have the good stuff included, and be hanging out with a bunch of obnoxious drunks. Because that's the truth. A lot of these people go on these ships just because of the drinks. They just drink nonstop the whole time they're there. Do you really want to hang out with a bunch of drunk people who are just, you know, obnoxious people? Probably not. So, you know, it was something we considered, but I don't think we would do a cruise like that. Doesn't seem like it's very good. Crackerjack says, rent an RV, travel through California, and hit Disney or not. I don't think that us driving for hours and hours is a very good idea. First off, Kat gets road sick. So if we drive for more than like a half an hour at a time, she doesn't feel good. So already that's probably a bad. I don't think that, you know, RV traveling long distance is a very good idea. You know, we'd probably would like to do something relaxing. We just have to figure out what it would be. And there's probably relaxing stuff to do here in Washington. And there's probably places we could go, fly, and travel, and then do relaxing stuff there too. But, you know, driving long distance, probably not going to be in the cards. Yeah, exactly. Nature park. We go to a nature park, do something like that. That could be cool. Oh, no, absolutely. See, Yak Almighty, I could never do anything like this. Think of it this way. Yak Almighty says, what if you did a series called DSP Fixes It where you renovate your house? Not possible. Again, these people endlessly A-log me. This means that any possible thing that they can do to mess with me, they will. If I start doing renovations on my house, they're going to start calling every fucking renovation company in the state to figure out who's working for me and try to fuck with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how messed up they are. Because they already do it. For little mundane things, they do shit like that. So imagine now if I'm actually doing something big, they're going to do everything they possibly can to mess with anything. Anything that I do has to be private and has to be behind the scenes and no one knows about it. And the only way you'll ever know about it is after it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way I could make a series like that work would be I literally film it all off stream, off camera. It's an edited on-demand series only. And then it's released after all the work was already done. So that way they can't mess with it. Because they will do everything they possibly can to mess with our lives. As dumb as it sounds, it's true. Again, these people have no lives. Go to the Ho Rain Forest, H-O-H. It's in Forks, Washington. See, there's nice stuff in Washington, but a lot of it's all Eastern Washington, and it's too far. Like, we looked into it. Even a train ride would take a day to get there. And then a day to get back. And you know what I'm saying? Again, we can't, right now, we really can't do anything. We will be able to eventually. It just seems like a lot of travel to get over there. We literally are 20 minutes away from the airport. So if anything, probably what we would want to do is something where we can fly somewhere, because the flight's going to be more comfortable and better than driving long distance or whatever. And just fly somewhere nice and stay there for a bit and fly right back. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. No, I have not tried New Orleans-style wings at KFC. I don't eat a KFC. KFC's disgusting. Absolutely gross. No, I know our airport's great, and our airport has a lot of great quick flights all over the country and stuff. So that's what I mean. Like, if we find a nice place we want to go, it's not out of the question to be able to fly there pretty, relatively easily. To be frank, it's probably even less stressful than driving somewhere. Because the traffic out here sucks. The traffic is getting worse and worse in my area. It's just, it is. It's increasing. The population out here is increasing. When I moved here 12 years ago, it was different. Now there's way more people, and it's getting very congested. Everywhere you go, you got to drive. You got to wait in traffic again. It's like, I feel like I'm in Connecticut again, where I came from. That's one of the reasons I moved, and now it's just getting just as bad here. So I think we're going to want to travel somewhere where it's a lot less people, a lot calmer, very relaxing, something probably nature-related. We'll have to see. All right, well, to end the show, let's do a little bit of Q&A. You guys tag me in the chats, and we'll do a little bit of Q&A to end it. Whatever you guys want to talk about, and then we're going to jump into Pokemon. All right? Oh, we love zoos. We love zoos, and we love nature. Absolutely. That would be something we would be interested in doing. Thank you. Someone just tipped me $2 talking about the stuff that I commented on the day off. And hoping that I have a good one. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. We're up to 43 in support already. Thank you guys so much for that. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Like I said, we'll do a little Q&A here to end it. Can you be a mod? Absolutely not, Rowdy. No way. Did I ever consider vlogging a local card show? I have not looked into it. No, I'm a busy guy who literally streams all day. I don't have time to take off to go to card shows. Like, I literally just told you on my day off, I couldn't even go to the in-person card store. I don't have time to go to a card show. No. Beard Fangs, enjoy your band. You're a loser fuck. And you just said a bunch of nonsense in the chat. That's not true. Mad TV, I would never be able to do IRL streaming. I swear to God. The moment that I turn on my camera and I'm somewhere in person, someone's going to call the cops and start fucked up stuff, reporting crimes and swatting and shit. The moment I do it. So I just can't do it. I would never be able to IRL stream. Not in a million years. I would have to always do it offline, vlog it, and then later on make content from it once it's over with so people can't mess with us. Hawaii? I don't know. Hawaii sounds really tourist trappy to me, man. I'm sure Hawaii is nice if you know what to do, but most of the people who go there just end up going right to the tourist areas, and then you spend a lot of money on nothing. How did I know the casino was on vacation? You guys just told me in chat. You literally just told me in chat. That's how I know, because you tell me everything. I don't follow these idiots. I don't. You tell me absolutely everything about them constantly because you can't stop because you're obsessed with them. How often do I run into fans in real life? How's the interactions? Almost never. Maybe once or twice a year I run into someone who recognizes me. And typically it's either, hi, how are you? Or, hey, can I get a picture selfie? And I always say yes. And that's it. Usually it's never more than just a few seconds, and it's not a big deal. I've never run into someone in person who was like very rude or anything like that. No, never. Raw Phil's back on Kick. Is he rebroadcasting me illegally right now? Interesting. Because they've already told him not to do it. So if he's doing it right now, I hope he understands his channel's going to go away. So if you're illegally rebroadcasting me right now on Kick, Kick already told you not to. So if you're doing it, your channel's going to get banned. So, you know, just saying. You better hope that you're not. I don't know if he is or not. Someone just said, Raw Phil's back on Kick. Then he's going to get banned if he's doing illegal things. It's that simple. I'm not going to check. You guys are going to tell me anyway. I don't need to check because you guys are going to tell me. That's the best part. I don't have to check because I'll know by the end of this stream. People will already have sent me all the information and I'll know everything. Would I be able to sue them for stealing my content? Yes, I would. I'm not going to. It's too expensive, and it's too time-consuming, and it's not worth it. For the pennies this fucker makes, you know, it's not worth it at all. It would be years drug out in court and shit just to get his earnings from Kick and YouTube. It's just not worth it. I'd spend more time on the lawsuit and in court not streaming that it wouldn't be worth it. You know what I mean? I have to be here to earn. I can't be in court. So, Lil Zeno did £5 super chat and says, keeping the good momentum going, sending love from the UK. Thank you to Lil Zeno. Let's see what that is. $6.73. Thank you, Lil Zeno. Oops. There we go. Thank you so much. Wow, I just received a bunch is coming in at once. I just got a $57 tip. This person says, long live the king. Let's get some pack stripping today. Thank you. $57. That is a huge tip. Let's go ahead and get that on the leaderboard. Let's play an animation. So that is 106 of support, which means now 3 packs out of the Marvel set. That's right, because we had the one I was already going to open for Pokemon. We qualified for one at 100, and the $50 contribution is an additional. 3 packs right now. Thank you so much for that. And then 220 just did 100 kicks over on Kick as well. So now we're up to 107. Guys, let's go. Let's finish the Marvel cards on this stream. Seriously. So that's 3 packs. There's only 2 packs left. So let's get to 150. Then let's get to 200. We're done with Marvel. We can move back to Pokemon. Let's do that. That sounds like a plan. Good stuff. What place would I recommend to eat at? If you've never tried it, go to Jollibee. I was shocked that Jollibee is as good as it is. I think Jollibee is quite good for fast food, and I think you'll enjoy it. What's up, I am no one. How you doing? Huh? Are we playing DS1? Dark Souls 1? No. We played Dark Souls 1 last year. We're doing Dark Souls 2. Okay. There's not dead air. I'm waiting for people to say something to respond to because this is the Q&A segment, stupid. Fucking idiot. Soul at 2 a.m. did a $2 super chat saying, have you ever had Halo Halo? I have no idea what that means. What is Halo Halo? Do I think I could do an entire stream without cursing? I absolutely could. 100%. 100% I could. The thing is, I don't choose to, but I could. Okay. No, I'm not going to retry Firehouse Subs. Not after that. What's the point? If you already know that they're not dependable, I need places that are dependable so I can actually do a review. If you can't even get me the right food, then they're not worth spending money on, so I'm probably not going to go to Firehouse Subs again for a very long time. That was incredibly disappointing. That's correct, Roy. Roy says you could leave YouTube, you could end up becoming a billionaire somewhere else. People on the internet would still say you're doing the wrong thing. I know. That's why I don't care. I don't give a shit. What do I care what they say? Netmuck, me too. I think today's Pokemon stream will be a good one. I think we'll get a good further chunk into the game. It'll be nice, relaxing, fun. And then at the end, we're going to hopefully finish up these Marvel cards, get them done with, and move back to Pokemon, which I know is what everyone liked. You know, the Marvel cards was good for the week distraction, but now we get back to normal stuff. Comedy Master, I would never be able to tell you if I have anyone I watch on YouTube or any streamers because they would get harassed by these people, these trolls. So I can't ever talk about that kind of stuff. You know that. No, the first two versions of Street Fighter 3 were not good. They were broken, unbalanced games. It wasn't until Third Strike that they actually became competitively good. What is TADC? Never heard of it. TADC? No, I've never seen a rainbow crosswalk before. Something like that, if it existed, would probably be in Seattle itself, and I live in a suburb of Seattle, so no, I've never seen anything like that. Papa John's? I'll take a look. I don't know about Papa John's. What do they have right now? Stuffed crust pepperoni. That's not even new. It's just stuffed crust with pepperoni in it. Okay. Nothing special. fuck is this? Can I see the menu? No, it's pop-ups. Toy Story pizza. They're not new. It's stuff you could always get, but they're calling it Space Ranger Roni, Reach for the Pie, the Sheriff's Roundup, but it's nothing new. It's just stuff you could always get. Yeah. So they don't have anything new. Nope. Pan pizza? They don't even have that. They didn't have that. No, they don't have pan pizza. Create your own. Oh, this is the old... I know what you're talking about. They had this already. They claim it's new, but they had this for months. Yeah, all this is they're copying... They're kind of copying what Pizza Hut used to do, but it's very similar. The only difference is the crust. Instead of having the more fluffed up crust, it has that crispy edge crust. But it's pretty much exactly the same. It's not new. Again, it's not new. It's the same pizza with a different style of crust, but it's the same pizza. Really? Red Eyes Black Dragon did a $5 super chat. He says, Review Bra actually just got sick from eating a Burger King chicken sandwich. I did see that Burger King has a new chicken sandwich, but it's not. So Burger King has two things. They just take their regular chicken sandwich that they've had forever, the long one. It's the long breaded chicken patty that's like really flat. And they have a club, which is just that with lettuce, tomato, mayo, and bacon. And then they have something like a cheese jalapeno version. And all it is like American cheese jalapenos, crispy jalapenos, and a sauce. But it's the same sandwich. Again, it's exactly the same, except they just add a couple things on top that you could already get. Like, they already have jalapenos at Burger King. They already have the crispy jalapenos at Burger King. They already have the cheese. They just put them in different combinations and act like it's new when it's not. So he ate that and he got sick? That sucks. Yes, see, I am aware. McDonald's is doing a new menu next week. They're calling it the Caesar menu. So what it is they have a new chicken tenders again for like the 100th time. What are they called? What do they call their chicken tenders? They have a name for them. I forget. But they have like 3 new things coming. They have a chicken sandwich that's going to have the Caesar dressing on it. And then they have a wrap that's going to have like one of the new chicken tenders in it with like lettuce, cheese, and the Caesar dressing on it. And then they have just the Caesar dressing as a dipping sauce. So you can get like the tenders or nuggets and dip it in there too. So they're going to have all those variations. And I just don't think it's going to be very good, to be honest with you. I could try it. We could do a DSP Tries It, where I try the various versions, if that's what you guys want. But it comes out the 21st. So that would be... I'd have to do it Tuesday. Yeah, I'd have to do it on Tuesday, because that's when it comes out nationwide, supposedly. Yeah. McCrispy, that's what it's called. McCrispy. McCrispy strips, the McCrispy sandwich. Yeah, that's right. So once this is like the zillionth time that they're doing it again. Like, they're changing the McCrispy bullshit again. Like, the zillionth freaking time. It's so ridiculous. It's like, if you couldn't get it right by the 10th time, maybe just stop. Just stop trying. Realize you just don't know what you're doing. In truth, McDonald's at one point did hit it right. I remember when it was. It was right around the time when I was a YouTuber and I was going to GameStop every day pretty much to pick up games, because I sometimes would get lunch at the McDonald's that was right next to the GameStop. And I remember they had a chicken sandwich. It was a very big chicken breast and it was very crispy. It's salty, but had a little bit of extra seasoning flavor to it. It was juicy chicken on the inside. And they had one that was like it was like ranch with cheese and bacon. That sandwich was damn good. And that was, oh, it had a special bun. It had a weird special bun, the likes of which you can't get at fast food. It was a weird bun. It wasn't brioche. It wasn't regular sesame. It was like some bizarre bun, and it had good flavor to it. It was like multi-grain bun or something. It tasted good. I remember liking this sandwich a lot at McDonald's. I was like, they finally did it. And then they changed it again. And they changed it. You know what they changed it to? That stupid, sweet, southern fried coating. The one that's very sweet, overly sweet. And then they put pickles on it, and it was disgusting. They fucked it up. They're just constantly changing, and they still haven't gotten it right. Like, guys, your burgers, all right, they're not great, but you've kind of got that down. Everyone knows what to expect from your burgers. But if every 2 years you change your chicken again, it means you don't know what you're doing with your chicken. Just fucking forget it. Just stop. Imagine if every 2 years KFC completely changed their recipe, and every time you go to KFC, you get different chicken. That's McDonald's. Like, just give up. Will I try Popeye's blackened chicken strips? Oh, I've had those a long time ago. A very long time ago, Kat and I ordered from Popeyes, and she wanted a more healthy option. She got the blackened chicken. It was burning her mouth out so bad, I remember. It was, like, really hot for some reason. Maybe they messed it up. She was like, I can't even eat this. It's too hot. Like, damn, what did they do that for? Am I still drinking Tim Hortons coffee? Yeah. I drink it every morning. That's the black coffee I have every morning. I have Tim Hortons in the morning. And sometimes in the afternoon, I'll have it. But I've actually been drinking the iced coffee in the afternoons. The Deer Hunter just did a $5 super chat and says you can order dehydrated scorpions, spiders, and grasshoppers online. Would you try them for DSP Tries It? No. That's just, number one, that's gross. Number two, DSP Tries It is a meal for me. Like, that's the idea of DSP Tries It. Originally, when I started DSP Tries It 15, 16 years ago, it was just a show where I tried all kinds of stuff. I tried other products rather than food, snacks, but it evolved over the years into, this is a meal, whether it's, you know, fast food or restaurant. This is something I eat to let you know if it's good, if you should get it for yourself. I'm not going to eat a meal of scorpions. You know what I mean? So no. No, MREs are terrible for you. So this has been suggested to me over the years. I looked into it. An MRE, okay? So it's a meal that's ready to eat is what it means, right? These are meals that are mostly manufactured for people who are outdoors people or people who are in the military. It's meant to be an incredible amount of calories because you're supposed to be exerting physical activity, and that's why you need this meal, okay? So those meals are incredibly unhealthy for you. They're meant to be like, oh my God, you're like exerting yourself huge outdoors in the woods, physical activity, and you need to immediately get a ton of calories so that you can rejuvenate and keep going. That's what they're for. Normal people should never eat an MRE under any circumstance. It's terrible. They're full of fat and calories and sodium and things you shouldn't have unless you've depleted everything in your body with physical exertion and you need it back. That's when you eat the MRE. We did do a DSP Tries It on Selson Blue. Remember that, Muckman? That was 9 years ago. 2017, I remember I did it. Yes, DSP Tries It way predates the Review Broad channel. DSP Tries It predated almost all of these series of people where they try food. 100%. You know, I did it back in the day because I was looking to diversify my content. This was before you could monetize gameplay videos. So you could monetize gameplay videos if you were partnered with a network, okay? Before then, which is like 2010 or earlier, you could never monetize gameplay videos on YouTube. So I said, hey, if I want to try to monetize this, I have to make other content. So I started a vlogging series. I started DSP Tries It. And those all started back in, say, you know, 2010. I think DSP Tries It started in 2010, the first episode. It could have been 2011, but I'm pretty sure it was 2010. Oh, yeah, get discontinued foods from eBay. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Ugh. What's the best fast food to eat on a good day? Like I said, the fast food that's impressed me most in the last 2 years that I've been consistently doing DSP Tries It is Jollibee. I'm shocked at how good it is. I was blown away at the quality the flavor, they nail it. Like, damn, for fast food, that's what I want. That's consistently good food. Okay. Oh, man. Ugh. I think it's time to end the show. Good podcast, right? Good start to the day. Thank you so much for the overwhelming early support. We've already almost qualified to open all the Marvel cards, right? When we hit 150 of support, that'll be pack 4. And 200 pack 5, we could finish all the Marvel cards on this stream. And I appreciate that. I want to get back to the Pokemon stuff, especially for tomorrow with the Pitch Black set. We want to open that right away. So that's awesome of you guys. Thank you so much. Okay? Okay. Let's end the show, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed. Now, a reminder, this is an incredibly long streaming week for me. I don't know if we're going to do another podcast this week or not. We might not. If we do, it'll be the end of the week, but that's over a week away, you know? It depends, because here's the thing. Maybe halfway through the week, I want to do a cumulative show where we recap where we are. We brainstorm ideas. Like I said, maybe I need to think of something for DSP Tries It right now. The only thing I can think of right now is the McDonald's menu, but that's not till Tuesday. So, you know, things to think about, right? If there's no podcast, there'll be a DSP morning show. And usually the morning show is much shorter than the podcast. It's only like an hour. That way I can do more gameplay. So we'll play it by ear. We'll do whatever based on the day and what's happening. And I hope that you guys will come by and hang out with me no matter what. But this is going to be a great 9 freaking days of streams. Okay, everybody? All right. So thanks for chilling. Thanks for the support. Good stuff. I will see you when I see you on the show. But you know I'll be here all week, and I hope that you will hang out with me if you can make it. Thank you so much for watching the Level 1 Podcast. I'll see you all soon. Peace out.